So, itong address mo na pinakita, pakita natin yung picture ulit. Yung address nito, Mr. Chair, is apparently the local address of the Chinese Communist Party. Sigurado ka, hindi mo namimiss to?
I'd like to redirect, in the interest of national security, as what was mentioned earlier by Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez, I'd like to direct my questions to Ms. Alice Guo. Ms. Alice, aware naman po kayo that you're still under oath. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor. And,
Chief, please.
and Your Honor, I cannot disclose too much because I have 8 pending cases po at the court din po.
Okay. And alam mo ba yung may mga statements kayo na nasabi nyo dati sa mga previous hearings in both the Quadcom and the Senate na naging natuklasan na kasinungalingan? Tama po ba?
Anong pong statement po, Your Honor?
Well, the nationality, your parents, and the like. Tama po ba?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Okay. Pero now that we're here and almost closing on this na rin, willing ka ba na magsalita ng katotohanan sa Quadcom na ito?
Your Honor, ano pong question po?
Willing po ba kayo na magsalita ng katotohanan sa Quadcom na ito now na patapos na itong lahat?
Opo, Your Honor. I have pending cases po at the court. So, anything po na sasabihin ko po dito sa Quadcom might use against me. So,
Okay.
opo.
Alright. Pero even if na alam mo na may alam din yung Ministry of State Security, willing ka rin ba na mag-confess ng katotohanan sa Quadcom na ito?
Your Honor, pa-specify ko po sana yung question po.
Yeah.
Para I know paano po din po ako makahelp po.
Okay. Sige. I'd like to direct your attention po sa ating screen. Can we please flash? Kilala mo ba tong si Xie Zhijiang?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi po. Okay. I'd like to put that on the record, Mr. Chair, na hindi po niya kilala the person in question na si Xie Zhijiang. Nung nakarang mga hearings, and I'll just put this on the sideline lang because I will touch back on this one again, Mr. Chair. Nung nakaraang mga hearings, sinabi niyo po sa Senado and dito sa Congress na ikaw ay Pilipino. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And sabi niyo din na dito kayo lumaki. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Dito kayo ipinanganak. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor. I have my Filipino birth certificate po.
And dito din kayo, Pilipino din yung mga magulang ninyo po.
Ang alam ko po, ang nanay ko po ay Filipina po.
Okay. And yung tatay mo?
Tatay ko po ay Chinese.
Okay. Now, let's circle back a few years before, more recently, yung sa pagtakbo ninyo bilang mayor po. Ano ulit yung naging rason ninyo kung bakit kayo gustong or bakit kayo nagdesisyon na tumakbo bilang mayor ng Bamban?
Your Honor, unang-una po,
Short answer lang, Ms.
yes po, tatlo po kasi yung ano ko po, yung sagot ko po dyan. Isa po sa tatlo ay childhood dream ko po. Pangalawa po, sa Bamban po ko lumaki, gusto ko somehow makapag-share din po ng kung ano pong meron ako. Gusto ko rin po natulungan yung mga kababayan ko po. Pangatlo po, tinulungan din po ako ng former mayor din po namin sa town para sa kampanya din po.
Okay. And saan kayo kumuha ng pondo para tumakbo bilang mayor?
Your Honor, 37,000 po ang aming voters. Hindi po ganun kalaki.
So, saan lang kayo kumuha ng pondo? Kasi kailangan ng pondo, di ba? Para magkampanya. So, saan kayo kumuha ng pondo?
Your Honor, kumuha po ako ng pondo sa negosyo ko po.
Okay. And itong negosyo is?
Your Honor, lahat po ng negosyo ko po, sinampan po nila ng AMLAC. So, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po pagdating po sa business po.
Okay. Can we show the next slide? Gusto ko lang pakita. So, confirm niyo po, Ms. Alice, na kayo po ito sa likod po ng Ford F-150 And yan si Cassie na nakasakay din ng Can-Am. Ano ba yan? Riker Sport 900?
Your Honor, hindi po yung campaign. Yan po
Ano?
ay town fiesta po namin.
Town Fiesta lang.
Opo.
Okay. So, very interesting. Kasi from what I remember, kasi ako mahilig ako sa kotse, pero yung kotse ko is a 2003 Camry. And medyo may kamahalan din yung mga nakikita natin dito sa pictures. But sige na lang. So this was a fiesta naman din and very festive. Pero kayong dalawa yung nasa picture, tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. So you lahat ng mga funding na nakuha mo for your campaign, galing sa sarili nyo, sa businesses?
Yes po, galing po sa sarili po lahat, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, you didn't ask for any funding from any Chinese person, Filipino?
Never po.
Okay, sige.
Filipinos po, may mga friends po na tumulong in kind. Pero finances po, wala po.
Okay, sige. Now, Mr. Chair, if you would allow me, I'd like to show a video to everyone. This is from Al Jazeera. And if I may, Mr. Chair, also request humbly that this may not be taken out of my time, as this is very revealing also in nature, if it's okay, Mr. Chair.
Certainly.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Congressman Almario, the better Almario.
Anyways, please, Comsec, can we please play the video?
我接收到很多这个中国公安部和一带一路的这个机密啊，一些事情呢还和最高层的未来有关系。我被送回中国一定会遭到灭口。
Wang Fugui met Sher in prison and says he witnessed an attempted attack on him.
60-70个泰国人对我们10多个中国人进行那个无差别的袭击。为什么知道是针对佘志安先生呢？是因为这些泰国人相互说话当中，就是有在找佘志江，那个时间是他律师会见的时间，然后所以说躲避了这一次袭击。
Thai prison authorities did not respond to our request for comment. Wang spent 5 years in jail battling charges related to credit card fraud before being found not guilty. He says he became good friends with Sher when they were placed in the same cell. He's now the custodian of many of the tycoon's alleged secrets.
他有在亚太上留下很多那个待解密的那些档案，目前受到他的那个授权所解密的那些内容只是部分的内容而已，但是这些内容涉及到了那些国安人员的名单。
He allows us to take a look. One file in particular catches our attention. It's a dossier about Guo Huaping, or Alice Guo, former fugitive and embattled ex-mayor of a small town in the Philippines. Now in police custody, Guo is being investigated for alleged ties to scam operations and money laundering. He's also accused of being a Chinese spy.
菲律宾的这个郭华平的，我用这个手机来跟他通过话，当时呢还要。
Sher says Guo once asked him to help fund her political campaign.
那我更不想得罪这个菲律宾政府了，所以一直就或者没有给钱。
Guo has repeatedly insisted she was born in the Philippines, a prerequisite for office holders in the country. But Sher's dossier lists China as her place of birth. Guo had previously claimed she's the daughter of a Filipino woman. But according to this document, her mother is a Chinese citizen called Lin Wenyi. The dossier also lists a family address in China's Fujian province. This is what our researcher finds when he visits the local office of the Chinese Communist Party. At a nearby village, residents shown photographs of Guo recognize her as the daughter of Lin Wenyi, the same name that appears in Sher's dossier. They say Guo was born here and only moved away towards the end of 2002. Sher says he has a message for the former mayor.
郭华平，中国是不可信的。我们两个，你看一下，曾经都为这个国安部卖命。你看看我的下场，要想不被灭口呢，就把真相呢，也告诉全世界。
China's Ministry of State Security did not respond to our requests for comment. Neither did Alice Guo Huaping.
So, Mr. Chair, I'd like to point out to this committee that even if we have been making our own researches, pulling up our own inquiries, this is another source from a completely different party and is unrelated to what we do. Pero nagkataon that the person named Xie Kailun, who si Xie Zhijiang trusted with the encrypted files, showed to Al Jazeera that there is a dossier confirming that there are Chinese spies all over, at least in this case, Myanmar, but here also in the Philippines, and undoubtedly shows Guo Huaping. In the picture, where she was born, even her mother, and the name of Lin Wenyi. Mr. Chair, again, we were told, kanina nagtanong tayo kung lumaki ba si Ma'am Alice dito sa Pilipinas, kung dito ba siya ipinanganak, kung Pilipino ba yung mga magulang niya. She first said na dito daw siya lumaki, which is false. Because paano malalaman or ma-identify ng mga tao doon mismo sa address sa Fujian na nakilala nila si Alice Guo Huaping as anak ni Lin Wenyi nung pinakita nila yung picture ni Guo Huaping sa kanila. Number 2, tinanong natin kung saan ba siya ipinanganak. Nakita na nga. Doon mismo, she left daw late of 2002. Sabi pa ng mga tao na in-interview ng Al Jazeera doon mismo sa Fujian. And might we take note, Mr. Chair, na sa video, nung pinuntahan nila yung address na nakalagay sa dossier, sa encrypted dossier, is a local office ng Communist Party of China. So, Mr. Chair, I think this in itself speaks volumes na, no? Again, nakakainis na time and time again dinideny ni Guo Huaping lahat ng mga questions na tinatanong namin sa kanya. Okay. Again, let me ask. Guo Huaping, kilala mo ba si Xie Zhijiang? Yes or no?
Your Honor, yung Xie Zhijiang na sinasabi niyo po, yan po ba yung pinakita niyo po kanina sa akin sa picture?
Correct.
Hindi ko po siya kilala. At sana po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, makuha ko rin po yung details. Gusto ko po magdemanda. Hindi ko po sila kilala.
Hindi natin madidemanda, Miss Alice, dahil kasi he's in jail in Thailand. And the reason why he's speaking the truth now is because, as he was saying that din in the video, although hindi lang pinakita dito, is that he is also being illegally detained daw, sabi niya. Kaya sa galit niya, he wants to speak also the truth out to the world na iniipit na rin siya ng Chinese Ministry of State Security. So, what does he have to lose? That's why nga sinabi nga niya sa inyo, Ms. Guo Huaping, na tell the truth. Don't fall to the same mistakes that he has done. Kasi nga, he also fears for your life. Remember, nung Senate hearing, na you mentioned na you didn't want to name names because you feared for your life. And because of that, the Senate granted you security and asylum within the PNP's compound. Ngayon, na nag-executive session na kayo, sabi ng Senate na there was nothing to go about except for one name na hindi pa din namin alam. But if we look at it, there is no doubt, kitang-kita na. Hindi na galing mismo dito sa Quadcom, pero in an international company that whose job is to search for the truth worldwide. So, Mr. Chair, I'd like to submit this video na this is confirmation that what we've been trying to unearth here, marami na din dyan na nakikita din that corroborates not from us but from other parties as well. which also means that this Quadcom should also be the avenue for which other people should also go to us to reveal more of the truth kasi kailangan din natin yung kompletong katotohanan. Which is why this is an open call to action, Mr. Chair, sa lahat ng mga nanonood ng Quad Committee meetings natin, na kung may alam kayo, lalo na nakakatulong ito sa pagtingin, sa pagkuha ng katotohanan, please come forward. Kasi this is national security also at stake. She's been denying na may kilala siya, na ultimo, sinasabi niya na ilang beses na siya tinawagan para humingi ng campaign funds. Kung hindi niya alam yun, or if he was saying, if it wasn't even in the same timeline, then he wouldn't have said that. Diba? Timing. Elections natin, doon din siya, tumakbo din siya, humingi siya ng tulong. It all adds up. It all lines up. So, Mr. Chair, I'd like to submit this video to the committee, and I hope na people really try this time na mas marami pa na will come forward to speak truth to this matter. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Almario. So, before we recognize the next interpellator, may tanong lang ako kay Miss Go Waping. So, hindi mo kilala yon, ano?
Your Honor, unfair naman po para sa akin. Hindi ko po siya kilala at never po ako humingi ng campaign fund entirely. Never po ako humingi ng campaign fund during my campaign period. At nung video na pinakita po ni Congressman Chino po kanina, hindi ko po siya kilala. At gusto ko rin po na iparating sa lahat ng kababayan ko at buong Pilipinas na rin po. Mahal ko pang Pilipinas.
Kasi nabanggit dun sa video na you're probably a spy.
Hindi po ako spy.
So, hindi ka spy.
Totally po, hindi po ako spy.
Hindi ikaw yung nasa picture.
Hindi po ako spy, hindi po ako nasa picture, at hindi rin po, Your Honor, ako yung sinasabi niya.
Kasi yung parang pinakita niyang dokumento, I don't know if that is a birth certificate from China, it clearly shows a picture that resembles your feature. Di ba? So, 1, 2, pangalan mo, yung Go Waping. Tapos yung place of birth mo, nakalagay daw doon. Nakalagay, China di ba? So, how will you now tell us and convince the Filipino people na ikaw ay hindi spy at ikaw ay hindi involved dito sa Pogo?
Your Honor, I think our government agencies can prove din sa darating ng araw na hindi po ako spy dahil hindi naman po talaga ako spy. Secondly, yung tao po na nasa video po kanina, I'll find way para, hindi ko po alam kung paano, pero I'll talk to my lawyer, especially the network, magdidemanda po ako.
Okay, sige. Thank you. The next interpellator is Congresswoman Migs Nograles. You're recognized.
Thank
you
you,
have 5
Mr.
minutes.
Chair. Before that, Miss Alice Go, you said you will file a case against this Sheji Zian, and you said you will tell the network. Anong network to?
Per my record po, kung di po ako nagkakamali, Al Jazeera Network, yung nakita ko po kanina. Pero babalikan ko po kung tama po yung naisulat ko po, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I'll go back to some questions in relation to the video. So again, Miss Alice Go, Mr. Chair, you are denying that you are Chinese spy.
Hindi po ako Chinese spy.
Well, Mr. Chair, wala naman atang spiya na mag-aamin na spiya siya. No. So, it really begs the question. But anyway, alam nyo ba, Miss Go, na itong si She Zijiang, na umamin na Chinese spy siya, na sinabi naman niya, kilala ka niya, ay inamin niya na dito siya na-recruit sa Pilipinas.
Your Honor, I cannot answer your question dahil hindi ko po siya kilala.
So, to put in record, Mr. Chair, this video showed, mahaba kasi to, it's an excerpt of the video, that inamin niya na recruited siya dito sa Pilipinas. In fact, can we show lang na nagpakita siya ng picture, na nandito siya sa Pilipinas. I think it's one of the recruiters. Kung pwede lang natin mapakita yung picture na yun. So, ito. Wala kang kilala dito.
Sa tatlo po, ni isa po wala po akong kakilala, Your Honor.
So, ito, nandito si Shezi Zhang. When he was saying, Mr. Chair, na dito siya na-recruit sa Pilipinas as a spy. Baka iisa lang pala ang nagre-recruit sa kanila. Hindi natin alam, no? And again, babalik natin doon sa picture na pinakita sa video. Yung next slide, please. And again, you confirm this is not you, Miss Alice Guo?
Your Honor, hindi po ako yan.
This is not you. Okay. Ang katanungan ko, Miss God, because you're saying that hindi mo kilala at dedemanda mo, ano naman mabe-benefit din nitong si Shezi Zhang to name you?
Your Honor, I think it's better for you to ask him. Kasi siya po yung naglabas ng video, so siya po nakakaalam ano yung makakapag-benefit po sa kanya. Definitely, hindi po ako spy.
Okay. Relax ka lang. Bakit ka galit?
Kasi po, ganun din po yung nangyari last time. Sinasabi po nila spy ako. Mahal ko pong Pilipinas, Filipino po ako, hindi po ako spy.
Okay, relax lang. Relax ka lang. Diba? You don't have to be so riled up if you know the truth. Right? So, you categorically will keep denying what Shezi Zhang is saying. Right? He mentions na pinanganak ka sa Fujian, China. And na nanay mo si Lin Wenyi. Correct?
Allegations po niya yun, Your Honor.
And who is Lin Wenyi?
Your Honor, Lin Wenyi is the partner of my father. And about my citizenship naman po, I think there is already
I'm not asking
court
anything about your
na po.
citizenship. I'm just asking who Lin Wenyi is. Pinapangunahan mo ako sa mga questions ko. Hindi ko naman tinatanong. Masyado kang defensive. You know, mga actuations mo, medyo, it's showing something, Miss Guo. So, itong address mo na pinakita, pakita natin yung picture ulit. Yung address nito, Mr. Chair, is apparently the local address of the Chinese Communist Party. Sigurado ka, hindi mo namimiss to? Walang memories?
Never ko po nakita, Your Honor.
Baka lang, may emotional ka ngayon eh. Baka lumabas ang emotions mo dito. Ano?
Your
Namimiss
Honor,
mo.
emotional po ako dahil unfair po para sa akin, para sabihan po ako na spy po ako.
Okay, I'm asking about your house now. So, eto,
Your Honor, that's not my house.
Okay, this is in Fujian. Balik lang natin sa last hearing na meron pinakita si Congresswoman Luistro, no? Yung nagko-congratulate yung people of Fujian sa kanya. So, kung hindi ka taga dito, at mukhang taga dito naman yung sinasabi nilang bahay nila, bakit naman din? Pakita nga natin ulit. I think we have that, no? That the people of Fujian was congratulating the first mayor na naging mayor dito. Yan. We have a translator here. Do you understand what is written?
Yes, this is like congratulating for winning as the mayor. Okay, and then these are the people who prepared this congratulatory page.
Those are the people, yung mga pangalan.
Below, yes po.
Okay. Baka kunin natin, Mr. Chair, yung mga pangalan na yan.
Yeah, can you please post it again? Yan. Sino-sino yan?
It is from Jinjiang, Jinjing Shen. It's an association of the hometown. It's in Jinjing Shen.
Which is in Fujian, I think.
Yes, it is.
Which is basically where what we saw in this video, Mr. Chair, kung saan talaga sinasabing galing ang si Miss Alice Guo, no? And then itong si Lin Wenyi na tinatanggi naman po ni Miss Alice Guo na hindi mo nanay, no? Which later on, nakakalungkot if she really is your mother, na you're denying your ties to your mother. Sinabi din sa documentary, Mr. Chair, na umalis nga daw siya, sabi ng mga residente doon, na umalis siya towards the end of 2002. From the previous hearings, we have a copy of the special investor resident visa. Yung next slide, please. Yan. Na dependent siya ni Lin Wenyi. Galing nga sila from Fujian. And it is January 12, 2003 na pumasok sila ng Pilipinas. So, you know, the facts seem to be aligned. The documents that we have and we've been seeing seem to be aligned with this video that came out, Mr. Chair, na hindi naman natin alam bakit naman in-name din si Miss Alice Go na hindi naman, wala namang kinalaman ito sa atin. But apparently, there is that connection, which is scary. We go back to Lin Wenyi, which you have said this is the partner of your father, your Chinese father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And you said, naman, na you will only be into business with those you're very close with and those you trust, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you said that last hearing. And yung lumabas nga yung mga corporations, makita natin, they're about, pakita natin yung almost similar to the table that we showed last hearing, or 2 hearings ago. Ito yung mga corporations mo. Ang daming beses lumalabas nga nitong si Lin Wenyi, na lahat ng mga kasama sa corporations na yon are actually family members of yours. Your brother, your father, right? And ngayon, nanay niya. Ala, itong Lin Wenyi. So it is a family corporation. So, Miss Alice, itong nangyari din sa video, meron sinasabing yung Yatay Group. Ito yung company ni Mr. She Zhizang. And actually, itong business ni She Zhizang ay katulad ng mga negosyong tinayo mo sa Bamban Tarlac. There's a picture na alos magkapareho siya. And do you know that itong si She Zhizang, linked yung mga businesses niya, kaya nga siya nasa Thailand ngayon with human trafficking, extortion, and cyber scams, which are the very same crimes na tinitingnan natin ngayon, Mr. Chair, na nangyayari sa mga illegal POGO operations dito. If I may be allowed to play an excerpt of that video again, Mr. Chair, to show what's happening in Myanmar.
Please proceed.
It's one of Asia's most mysterious cities. A pulsing boomtown in a war-torn region of Myanmar.
You can see really just how close it is to Thailand, with just this tiniest river that separates them.
Across the border is Yatai New City. Once a sleepy rural town, it's been transformed by vast sums of Chinese money. Judah Tanner used to run a school near where the neon-lit buildings now stand.
It really is Myanmar's version of Las Vegas or Macau. Just a few years ago, it was rice fields and cornfields. Basically overnight, we've just seen it erupt into this city that just goes as far as the eye can see.
It's Lunar New Year.
So, Mr. Chair, essentially, no, makikita natin may similarity from a rural area, pumasok at nag-expand, nag-build ng mga ganitong klase to front legal businesses na alam naman natin may mga illegalities which is being found in Myanmar. And ito yung sinabi ng Chinese spy na si She Zhizang. So essentially, Mr. Chair, kung titingnan mo, if I may show na lang to this committee para mas madali. Parang ang mga espiya ng China, di lang sa Pilipinas, pati sa Myanmar, we don't know other countries that we can later on discover. Parang may steps sila kung anong gagawin nila. Parang, step 1, pumili kayo ng bansa. Halimbawa, itong Philippines sa atin, Myanmar, Thailand. Step 2, pumili ng lugar na pagtatayuan ng mga industrial complex, which we have seen in Porac, Pampanga, and in Bambang, Tarlac. Step 3, maghanap ng mga dayuhang Chinese na mumuhanan na tutulong magtayo ng negosyo. Kita natin, yung kapatid ni Michael Yang, nakatanggap halos 2 billion pesos mula 2018 hanggang 2021. Si Zhang Yujin, nakita natin guilty sa Singapore para sa kasong money laundering na incorporator ng Baofu. At si Jiang Zhonggu, yung ama ni Alice Guo, na incorporator din, na sinasabi nga niya, yun ang nagsimula, di ba? Na nagpondo rin sa kanya sa mga businesses. There's this trend, Mr. Chair, no? Na galing sa Chinese, nagsisimula, or kung grandfather man, ganito yung mga paulit-ulit na kwento eh. Then there's step 4. Kukunin ang mga loob ng mga residente at gawing dummies. Nakita natin, I think, di ba may mga nag-surrender, I think over the last few days, Mr. Chair. Itong sinema Thelma Laranan, Rowena Evangelista, tindahan sila ng magulay, no? May mga barbecue stall na obviously hindi naman nila kaya mag-incorporate or to give itong mga capital sa mga malalaking negosyo na nag-surrender na ginamit lang sila. I don't know kung paano nila ginawa ito. Basta kinukuha nila yung loob ng mga residente kasi syempre may mga pangangailangan siguro at hindi naman nila iniisip kung ano yung magiging repercussions. Then there's step 5 na maghahanap ng makapangyarihan na tao na may pera at impluwensya sa gobyerno na alam natin na tinatanungan natin na ngayon hindi na natin makita, Mr. Chair, ang dating presidential spokesperson na kita natin, tinulungan niya bigyan ng permit ang mga pogo, known personality who's the lawyer and owns several properties connected to what we have been seeing the past few hearings. Then there's step 6, mag-incorporate na ng mga kumpanyang mukhang legitimate sa una. Diba? Nabigyan na natin ng lisensya tong Hongshen and then na-raid yung Baofu compound. Yung Lucky South 99 nagsimula as a BPO, sa BPO at real estate industry. Ngunit inamend na yung AOI niya noong February, doon na pumasok yung POGO. So they can start incorporating in the guise of a legitimate business na mamaya magiging illegal naman. Then there is the next step, magkakaroon nga ng corporate layering na. At nakikita natin sa mga different corporations like Baofu, itong mga corporation ng mga Yangs, itong mga corporations nila Miss Alice Guo. Nakita natin sa Matrix today, there are so many corporate layers na pag tinignan mo, it all ties back to 2 personalities who are here. Actually, 3 personalities who are here na magkakasabwat, Mr. Chair. And of course, step 8. Then, dito na, pag nangyari na tong lahat, magkakaroon na ng illegal na gawain na may mga human trafficking, money laundering, illegal gambling, love scams, tax evasions, at iba pa. You know, Mr. Chair, nakakalungkot. So ito, titingnan natin, steps 1 to 8. Mukhang ito ang, kumbaga, standard siguro nila or mission order ng mga espiya na to. Na nakakalungkot na pumasok sila ng Pilipinas. Pinayagan silang pumasok ng Pilipinas dahil bawal sa kanilang bansa itong mga gambling, offshore. Pumasok ang China dito. They took advantage of our country, our laws, our citizens, our resources, Mr. Chair. Nakakatakot dahil hindi to one-sided. Lahat ng mga steps na to, mangyayari lang at pupunta sa next step kung pinayagan to ng gobyerno. There are steps and there are processes. At sinabi ni Ms. Alice Guo na our government agencies can prove naman daw. Diba? Kasi alam niya, hindi naman gagalaw to, hindi mangyayari to kung walang approval ng mga government agencies. So paano to nakalusot, Mr. Chair? Yun yung tinitingnan natin. Kaya natin ginagawa to. Yung government ng Pilipinas natin, paano nangyari to? Paano nakapasok ang China dito? Paano nakalusot ang isang Chinese spy dito? At malala, paano naging parte ang isang Chinese spy sa gobyerno natin na binoto ng mga Pilipino? Paano nangyari to? Sino ang pumayag na mangyari to? Akala ko ba, Mr. Chair, di ba, the Philippines is not for sale? Yun yung sinasabi. Eh baka kaya naman palang the Philippines is not for sale dahil siguro as early as 2017 ay nagsimula tong lahat ay mukhang nabenta ng Pilipinas. So sino ba ang nagbenta ng Pilipinas sa China? Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. And I will end again to Miss Alice Guo with the message of your fellow Chinese spy to you. So sana medyo matauhan ka ng konti. Can we just play that message na lang po?
Hindi, meron pa. Last part.
Yung part lang po ng message dun sa video.
The last part.
Yes, the last
Can
part.
you fast forward to the last part? Yung statement.
我接收到很多这个中国国安部和“一带一路”的这个机密啊，一些事情呢还和最高层那位呢有关系。我被送回中国，一定会遭到灭口。
Sa last part po.
Wang Fugui met She in prison and says he witnessed an attempted attack on him.
6起。
Sa last part lang po yung message po ni She Zhijiang.
啊，我接收到很多这个中国国安部和“一带一路”的这个机密啊，一些事情呢还。
Sige po, yung sasabihin ko na lang kung nagkakaroon ng technical difficulties, hindi ko masasabi in Chinese, baka kasi mas makarelate sila eh, Mr. Chair, sayang, di ba? Pero,
But there was a English translation
Yes.
sa babae.
oo. Nasa last part kasi siya eh. Ayan, ayan. Ayan po.
In She's dossier. They say Guo was born here and only moved away towards the end of 2002. She says he has a message for the former mayor.
郭海挺生活是不可信的，我们两个人你看一下，曾经都为这个国安部卖命，你看看我的下场。要想不被灭口呢，就把真相呢也告诉全世界。
China's Ministry of State Security did not respond to our requests for comment.
Thank you.
Neither did Alice Guo Huaping.
So, Mr. Chair, I end my interpellation with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Congresswoman Nograles.